So, alright guys, thanks everyone who participated, and we congratulate all of the winners. And here's the solution to the first problem set. So you'd be able to view the first pattern somewhere over here, and we're going to present the solution to that here. So if you would notice the pattern, the primary thing you'd see, there's a white bar, and the easiest way that to replicate the pattern here is to retain that bar, and the color above it is red. So we're going to try to make this color red, so that can be done like that. So you see that matches. And then the second color is orange, so you could find orange over here, so you just shift that and see. So that's the first pattern. Moving on to the second pattern, the primary color is red, so we're going to shift. You see, retaining the centerpiece is a good idea in most cases. There are exceptions, but yeah, in this case it's easy if you begin with the red center first. So the first thing that you notice is there's blue and there's white. So let's see, we have blue over here and white over here. So a good idea would be to do this. So you see the two bars right here, and then you do that. So that's the solution right there. Right, so moving on to the third pattern, the primary color is, I guess, green, but this is counterintuitive. So we're going to start with blue, but you're going to see why I'm doing that. So the first thing that you notice is there's a green bar on the top, and if you notice, the green color is on the opposite side, so you'd have to turn 2 times like that. You see there's the green bar which we were hoping, and yeah, to get that second one, do that, and yep, that's your pattern. So moving on to the third one, the primary color again is blue, because you see the 2 bars over here, and if you notice there are yellow stripes and a red bar. So the easiest way to do that is to bring these yellow bars over here. Okay, if I were to rotate this like this and then bring this up like that, so yeah, that's the pattern. So moving on to the next difficulty level, we have Novice, and the first pattern that appears there is the checkerboard pattern, which can be replicated like this. It's quite easy. You just have to do all the slice moves, which is done using the middle sections, like that. This 2 times and this 2 times, and yeah, you get your pattern. So moving on to the third pattern, there's an edge over there. So basically all you have to do is swap these to orange, which is on the opposite side here. So there's an easier way to do that, and there's an algorithm which you can use. So I'll show the easier intuitive method first and then move on to the algorithm. So yeah, the easier method would be to take this right on top like that, and maybe replace it with something else. Like, there's orange here, right? So just do that and slide that back in, and do the same for this one. So you could do that by this, and then there's an orange one over here. So you do that and you'll see this, slide that back in, and yeah, you have your edge. Oh wait, that. Now moving on to the algorithm which could be used. So actually it can be used anyways, even if it's in solid state. So it goes like 2 slice moves and then 2 U moves. So slice moves U. That restores it again if you want to make the pattern again. So again, 2 slice moves, 2 U, slice, and you have your edge. Moving on to the third pattern, we have the diagonal, which can be implemented by something called an algorithm, which is basically a set of moves which can be replicated to get a certain pattern or a certain move sequence on the cube. So there are some notations to using algorithms, which I'll be briefly going over here, but there are resources in our Discord server which you can go through. So the first one goes like R, which is basically if you're holding the cube like that, this is the face which is down, this is the face which is on the front side. So R means rotation with the right hand side of the cube. So this would be R. So the face is turning clockwise, right? So this is R, and if you were to turn that anti-clockwise, this would be R prime. So R, R prime, R, R prime, and then L would be something like that. You're using your left hand. So R, L. Then this would be U. This would be D. This would be B. And this is F. The algorithm goes something like this. So R, L, F, B. R, L, F, B. R, L, F, B. And the pattern which you see here is the opposite of what you're expecting, but just flip the cube and yeah, there you have it. So moving on, we have our Indian flag, which could be done on the white side. We'll begin by switching this to a blue dot. So if you will do that, like bring this right over here and insert this over here and then put that back in. So you see the white blue dot, and then the next thing you'd notice is you'll need the orange edge, so that can be done by doing that. So yeah, you see the orange stripe, and then you need the green, which is over here. So let me try rotating this. Oh, but you see this rotated, so we don't have a stripe, but we have a stripe over here. So we could do this, but that disturbs this feed, but we'll restore this later. So and then do this, but if we bring that back in, this gets destroyed. So we move this over here, bring that back in, and then yeah, there you have it, the Indian flag. Alright, thanks for participating everyone. See you next round.